And now, the final story in this collection, A Letter to My Daughter, narrated by Corey Allen.
Dear Alicia, I ain't the type to write letters. You know that. But well, sometimes a man's gotta do what he don't like. So I'm taking pen to paper, hoping you and your mother don't catch no spelling errors or find nothing wrong in here. You're almost 15. Man, that's a lot of birthdays I done missed. But well, the other day I seen you walking into the house. You looked so sweet. And the boys, I seen them looking, high-fiving each other when you walked by, saying what they would like to do to you. I know I've been gone too long to start playing daddy, but girl, I had to get myself from around there quick because I was ready to hurt somebody. What you doing following me? That's what you asking yourself, huh? What you doing trying to get up in my life now when you've been gone for always? Good questions. Wish I had good answers. But it's just that I woke up this morning and well, you was on my mind like an overdue bill. I wondered if you thought I'd done you wrong by never being around. Then I got to thinking about your mama and what she tells you about me. Did she tell you I lived in a house not far from yours? That I finally got a steady job and a little change in my pocket? I'll admit it. I always liked life free and easy. Living in a different city every 6 months. That was me. Working long enough to earn a few dollars, buy some nice clothes, take some pretty woman to dinner and a movie, and hop another Greyhound out of town. It's been almost a year now, and I'm still on the same job. Girl, it's killing me to stay put like regular folks. But it's time I planted some kind of roots, I guess. Anyhow, I got me a room in some old woman's house who cooks just as good as your grandma. But me ain't why I'm writing to you. So I'll stop here telling you how I'm doing. Anyhow, I seen a man on television last week. He said he was going to leave his daughter the house, the car, and $10,000 in his will when he died. What I'm going to leave my child, I thought. Hard times and heartbreak, I said to myself. I couldn't stop thinking about you, though. So I came down last week and just watched you walk with your head high and your mind on something bigger than the mess all around you. You're like your mama. I swear you is. She was going to be somebody. Everybody said that. And she met me. And I talked her out of all her dreams, all her money, and all her good sense, too. But what's in us don't just evaporate like steam from hot pipes. That's what my mother used to say anyhow. It lingers like sediment. Your mama taught me them words. And every now and then, it turns into what it was meant to be in the first place. So when I seen you, I saw your mama, a tall, smart, big-boned beauty queen, living in the jungle, fighting off tigers. After I seen you, I went home and cried. Then I wondered, did your mama cry too? Does she know you're going to turn out just like her? Holding on too long to a man who's going to rip off her future and make her regret the past. You know, last night I dreamed about you. You was living with your mama. You had 2 or 3 babies, wasn't married, and didn't have no idea where the daddies were. You watched Jeopardy, just like she used to. You played chess and knew all the answers to The Price is Right. But you was trapped, like her. It's my fault. I yelled the words so loud in my sleep that night, Mrs. Carson came into my room and woke me up. If it's your fault, make it right, she said, not even asking me what I was taking the blame for. So today I came back again, trying to figure out how I could make things better for you. I ain't got no money, just $100 saved. I got no home to leave you when I die neither. But when I saw them wolves at the door, sniffing and licking their lips, I figured I could leave you with a little something. Knowledge. Not the stuff you get from school books or National Geographic on TV. Street stuff. Boy stuff. Knowledge that your mama could have used to take a different route through life. So here goes. These is things I figure you need to know when it comes to boys. But don't go thinking I'm just going to tell you how no good and miserable they is. or how to avoid them. You already know some of that. I'm going to tell you about how to separate the plums from the prunes. Because it ain't just that girls don't pick the right guy. Shoot. They can't even recognize the wrong ones when they come along. Anyhow, enough preaching. Time for some teaching, as my daddy used to say. First off, remember this. Boys ain't girls. Most don't want to know about how you feel and what you think. They want to get what they can from you and then move on. Then they want to talk to their friends about how things went for them. It's like hunting. Once you shoot a deer, how are you going to keep that to yourself? The best part of the hunt, besides shooting the thing, is telling how you tricked it into doing what you wanted. How easy the whole thing was. Second, don't get all excited if some boy is nice to you. Ain't the mailman nice to you? And what about your teachers? The drunk on the corner, or the little boy up the street? Nice ain't nothing much. Shoot. I'm nice to the snaggle-toothed woman who scrubs the floors where I work. You think I want to date her? Let me get back to the point. Alicia, you deserve a boy who is more than nice to you. Women be thinking nice is enough. It ain't. It's a low bar to set for yourself. You deserve a boy who's gonna respect you. To get somebody like that, though, you gotta know what you want. You're smart. Write something down. Come up with a map that's gonna help lead you to the kind of fellow you want. They made us do that kind of stuff in school. Said to get a job, we needed to be specific. To say, I want a job with benefits that pays $150 a week, where I can get a 15-minute break twice a day. Girls like you better do the same. How about this? I want a boy who don't curse around me, goes to church, do what his mama says, goes to class all the time, and don't steal or sell drugs. Okay, so maybe that's the kind of boy I want for you. But you see what I'm saying. Know what you want, just as well as you know what you don't want. And don't settle for less, or one day you're gonna regret it. Just ask your mama. Third, if boys didn't have eyes, they'd make some for themselves. You see, boys/men like to look, and they like looking at women more than anything. So when you wear your short skirts and your low-cut tops, don't forget that what's hanging out there is for everybody to see. That means good and bad alike is going to be taking inventory of what's yours. And just like in the stockroom where I work, some folk take better inventory than others. Some look from afar to see what's what. Others come in close, touch and feel and sniff and leave the shelf all discombobulated once they're gone. You getting me? Maybe not. So I'll make it plain. A short skirt and a low-cut top is a man's best friend. So when you're wearing them, and you got a right to, don't think he's asking for your phone number just because he thinks you're nice, or smart, or gonna make a good wife. He got other ideas. That's just how he is. Fourth, there's some strong, good boys out there. I see them. I knew them. I was one once. But a girl's gotta make up her mind early. That's what she wants. And when the good ones come, like spring water to a dry creek, don't be sticking up your nose and saying how you know he ain't the one because he acts silly, can't dance, or don't hang with the cool kids at school. Baby girl, when you're measuring a boy, a man, you better use a different kind of stick. Not just one that tells you how popular he is, but one that can poke around his insides and see what's in his heart, his head, and his habits. Fifth, a good man will do just about anything for a good woman. Y'all gals got more power over us than you think. But you're so scared that you're gonna lose us if you don't do like we say. You forget how strong you are. So you give us what we want. Your body, your cash, the time you should be spending on the books or with your girlfriends, even your mind. When I seen you, you was walking tall, like your back was made out of 100-year-old pine. Stay that way. Men like to know that a tree don't bend easy as a piece of paper. 6, a boy's father shows him how to be a man. So watch out for boys whose fathers are missing in action. It don't mean them boys don't know how to be men. Shoot, some know how better than others. But it means you need to do some extra checking, deeper thinking. Do the boy know how to work hard for what he wants in life? Do he beep the horn for you? Or walk up to the front door and knock like he got a queen waiting for him? Do he know how to hold back his nature? I'm being real now. 'Cause a man will teach a boy, if he half a man, to be selective. Do he know that real men don't hit women? Do he know that what's between him and you is between him and you, not him, you, and all his friends? Look, girl, ask questions. Don't be afraid he's gonna leave you, 'cause more likely than not, y'all gonna break up in a few months anyhow. Shoot, this ain't no Disney film. It's real life. And there's plenty of hurt out there for you if you don't think smart and toughen up a little. 7. Boys need girls to help them feel like men. Or they be acting like they don't need y'all. Acting like all they want is what they can get. But girls make boys feel like manhood is worth the trip. It's not just 'cause y'all pretty and sweet and soft as roses. Y'all complete 'em, honey. Make us feel like we can do anything. So when you do date, remember that. Don't go screaming at them in front of folks. Don't go putting their business in the street. Help him to be better than he ever thought he could be. But don't go losing pieces of yourself doing it. Stay whole, and let him stay whole too. And then, if you do break up, there's gonna be another boy/man out there looking out for you, believing in you too. 8. Every girl needs a warrior. A boy or a man who's got her back. Now, not some thug who spends all his time looking for or causing trouble, but a strong man, inside and out. I ain't always been that for you, but I want it for you anyhow. In the movies, warriors carry big shields, so when rocks and arrows come, they're protected, and so is the people they love. That's what you want in a boy/man. Somebody who will stop the rocks. Somebody who won't sit still while you get called a hoe, or a bee, or something else you know you ain't. Somebody who knows right, wants to do right, and will fight for right when it comes your way. Alicia, a warrior ain't just strong arms and fists, though. He's a thinker, a hard worker, somebody who's willing to do without, to make sure his own is taken care of. I used to be a warrior when I was young like you, but somewhere, I forgot that was one of my jobs too. 9. Boys is nice, so is men, but sometimes it's just you and you. So if you ain't got a boyfriend, remember you still got you. You still got your dreams, your talent, and your smarts. Your mama used to dance ballet in school, and she was always in some kind of play or running for office. She ever tell you she was school president? All that stuff's in you too. So let it out and don't bury it for nobody. 'Cause you is so much more than a pretty face and a tight pair of jeans, some boy's girlfriend, or some man's wife. 10. No matter what kind of advice a man gives a girl, she gonna choose the wrong road, for a little while anyhow. So if you forget who you is, and end up with a knuckle-headed boy, don't think you obligated to stay put. You got feet, don't you? And a mind, right? So correct the situation. Be gone. Remember, a strong girl knows when she gone up the wrong street. And she ain't ashamed to back out, make a U-turn, and start again. Your mama taught me that. It took her way too long, but she saved herself and you in the end. You gotta do that sometimes. Well, I can't think of nothing more to say. Anyhow, it's late, and my fingers is tired. I swear they is. But I'm hoping you're gonna see some good in what's wrote here. It ain't $10,000 or a house you can lay your head in, but it's a future for you nonetheless. A way out, if you take it. A map that might just lead you to a pretty good place. Alicia, this is all I got to offer. I'm hoping you'll take it and do right by what's here. 'Cause Daddy loves you, girl. And he want to make sure he don't ruin no more futures. Especially yours. Daddy, the first man who ever loved you.
The end. You've been listening to A Letter to My Daughter, narrated by Corey Allen. This was the final story in the collection, Who Am I Without Him? Short stories about girls and the boys in their lives by Sharon Flake. Narrated, in order, by Myra Lucretia Taylor, Sharice Booth, Cece Aisha Johnson, Rachel Leslie, Muhammad Cunningham, and Corey Allen. You'll find a wide selection of titles in the Recorded Books catalog, including bestsellers, mysteries, classics, histories, and more. Call us toll-free or log on to recordedbooks.com to learn about our latest releases and special offers, order another recorded book, or to read author interviews and narrator profiles. Don't forget to ask about easy 30-day rentals by mail. And thank you for being a Recorded Books reader.
Audible hopes you have enjoyed this program.